Hi, my name is Kyle, and I'm one of the pastors on staff here at our Eau Claire campus. And our devotional thought is found in Genesis chapter 4, verse 8, and in Genesis 7, verse 1. You can go ahead and read these verses now. And our theme for the year 2023 is just the word go. And go is, of course, an action word. It's a verb. And so there's movement involved in go. And yet movement outside of the orders of God always have ramifications. And we see that on display in the very first time the word is used, go is used in the New Living Translation. It's found in Genesis chapter 4, verse 1. And you see Cain. He wasn't obedient to what God asked. And then what you see is that he says to his brother, let's go out into the fields. Let's go out into the fields. And in that process, he ends up killing his brother. And I believe there's ramifications for us today, church, that when we have movement in our lives and yet we haven't been obedient to what God has for us, there's ramifications. And it doesn't bring life, but it brings death. And yet on the flip side, when we're obedient to what God asks us to do and put movement to that, there's life that happens. And we can find that in the second time the word go is used in the Bible, and that's in the New Living Translation, and that's found in Noah's story. And Noah is obedient to building this boat. He's obedient to doing something that's never been done before. It hasn't even rained yet on the earth, and yet he's building this boat for a flood. And he puts actionable steps to what God has asked him to do, and because of that, what we see is that God tells him, go into the boat. And he and his family are saved. There's life that happens. And so when we are obedient to what God asks us to do, when God says go, there's life that happens. Life for us and our family and those around us. And that's my prayer, church, is that we would be the kind of church that responds to God's call and when God says something, and we go. Be blessed today, church.